Meteorologist Brittany Lawrence, sponsored by Jim Bass Cars and Trucks.
Well, today we got up to around 96 degrees, and we're going to continue to see those temperatures and that heat be a factor for here. But first, before I look, let's look at the weather headlines. We have more hot days to come, in spite that we have tropical things going on in the Gulf of Mexico. I'll give you a quick tropical update on seeing what's going on with that, and also keep reminding you guys of heat safety tips, how to beat the heat in the situation that we've been in for the last couple of days. And sadly, those triple digits return into the next week until as we head into the weekend. But for the last 24 hours, this is where we were in temperatures-wise. We got down this morning to 72 and then eventually quickly rose up to the high of 96 degrees. So we kept seeing that heat that we've been accustomed to here in the Concho Valley and continue to see it. Quite warm out, great for stargazing, pretty much clear skies conditions. We have humidity at 36, winds out of east-southeast at 7 miles per hour. Those winds have decreased a little bit, which is going to make it feel still somewhat warm, but not much, as earlier in the day we saw some changes in temperatures. 84 degrees in Ozona right now, 81 here at the airport, 83 here in Barnhart, and 89 at Robert E. Lee. So we're seeing pretty much upper 80s to low 80s across a good range of temperatures. Here's the latest tropical outlook on Laura right now. She's currently moving west-northwest at 21 miles per hour, winds at 65 miles per hour, very quite organized for this moment. As we tracked her out, though, she's going to eventually head into the Gulf of Mexico, and they have her increasing into about a Cat 3 by Tuesday. Hurricane warnings and watches have already been issued for portions of Louisiana. She's going to probably make landfall in between Louisiana and Texas borderline and then hook right to infect most of the eastern part of the United States. But for as Marco is the one that we're watching. He's currently now been rated to a tropical storm, and he's weakening a bit, but he's going to hook more of a western track as he moves north-northwest 12 miles per hour and impacts portions of the coast of Texas near Houston and even maybe Corpus Christi. Can really see some influences from him. This is the storm that we're going to continue to watch to see if we can get some moisture from that. But I think we will see maybe some cloud cover to keep us under 100, but for the most part, rain chances are going to be fairly low as we move into the start of the week. This high level pressure has pretty much been the driving force for our storms, for us not getting any storms, providing sinking and drying air across much of the Concho Valley. As we zoom in closer to see what's going on, San Angelo's staying fairly dry, most of the moisture way off to the west, and we did have some storms that moved through earlier, popped up in our eastern counties, but for the most part now, they're gone. We're going to continue to be dry into the next 7 days, dry and working to the mid-90s for most part. Then we see that first influence from Marco come into the eastern part of Texas near Houston, so make sure you check on your friends down there in the coastal part of Texas. Make sure they have a plan together. We're going to continue to see some pop-up showers may pop up in the eastern counties like I discussed earlier, but for the most of us, we're going to be very, very clear from rain. We're going to return in the triple digits into next week and pretty much stay dry. So with that being said, just want to give you some heat tips. Make sure you drink water. Make sure you take breaks in air conditioning, and please, please look before you lock. It's a dangerous situation to put our loved ones in, and we don't want nobody to go through that. But if you want to beat the heat, drop to the pool and enjoy your Monday's pool cast. 12 p.m. is probably the better time. It'll be in the mid-80s and eventually rising up to the 90s. But tonight, it's going to be clear sky conditions, dropping it down 69. Tomorrow, warming up into the upper 90s again. And then for the next 5 days across the Concho Valley, we can expect temperatures to stay in the 90s, upper 90s, until we get into the weekend and the triple digits return. We have more KSAN News after the break.
CC Roofing, San Angelo's most trusted for over